Welcome back to Naranana Scholars. I'm excited to continue this great conversation with Ben Sidran, and today we'll be discussing the Gershwin classic, Summertime.
Summertime, and the living is easy. Fish are jumping, and the cotton is high.
Summertime is kind of this perfect song in a way because it's kind of a template for so much about the experience of Blacks and Jews in America.
Mhm.
And the fact that Gershwin initially came up with the theme when he was developing the music for this Yiddish play, the Divik, is just remarkable. I mean, it's a beautiful, it's a quip, it's an anecdote, but still, it's nice. There are a couple other things about this song that make it remarkable. One is that it kind of fronts as a blues, but of course it's not really a blues, but it has the feeling of a blues. Another thing that I like about the song that you can use as a demonstration of what makes Jewish music Jewish. Like you open by saying everything and nothing makes music. That's the answer.
Yeah.
What makes it Jewish is the fact that you have to ask the question. Now it's Jewish because you had to ask the question. But Summertime does this move, which in my book I refer to as the Jewish move. It does a harmonic move. People say, well, Jewish music is minor music. Well, first of all, not all of it is. And second of all, not all music that's minor is Jewish. So, but what does appear to be a Jewish move in American popular music is the contextualization of minor and major. So this goes back again to the idea of crying through the tears, the whole Yiddish approach of opposites coexisting. The humor. When your mother says to you, your fingernails are clean, she means they're dirty, right? It's the saying the opposite of what you mean. The irony, I mean, it's just built into the Yiddish experience. And so the irony of yes and no, bright and dark, sun and rain, I mean, all the opposites coexisting. There's a metaphor in the Jewish experience of Havdalah, where, it's that moment between, the sacred and the profane and the day and the night. So this experience of everything containing the opposites is very Jewish, and Summertime has a wonderful moment in it that literally exhibits this, and that is when the song goes to the part, hush little baby, don't you cry, you've been in A minor through the whole first part of the song, and that shifts the tonal center to C major. And the wonderful irony is that the A minor scale is exactly the same scale as the C major scale, just with a different reference note in your left hand, let's say. So there literally is no difference between major and minor. The only difference is the context you put the information in. And that's built into this song. Everybody recognizes it as something happens at this moment in the song, that the clouds seem to part, the sky seems to open, and the lyrics say, hush, don't cry. It's very positive. And it's a remarkable template for what makes songs Jewish, because if you look at, well, you mentioned Cole Porter being the one non-Jewish writer, but when Cole Porter did this contextual move, his songs became more Jewish, more popular, more successful, because they're richer textually. They're just much richer. And that richness is what makes even the simplest American pop songs. I mean, it could be a song as simple as Up on the Roof, or it could be any little pop song, a boy and a girl holding hands kind of song. that context makes it, I want to say human, but that's everything is human. It makes it intimately personal, because we all experience this conjunction of opposites in our lives, of good times and bad times, of good health and bad health. That little Jewish trick, the major to minor, that you find in so many of the songs in the Great American Songbook written by this cohort during the teens and 20s and 30s and 40s. Major in the context of minor, crying through the tears, Havdalah, opposites containing each other. So, Summertime is a classic example. Gershwin, Summertime, he says, minor. Okay, it's like a serious minor melody. But now what happens? He says, major, right? The sun comes out. And then he goes back to minor. But here's the cool thing about that. Here's the scale of A minor, which is what the song is written in. That's an A minor scale. Here's a C major scale. Same notes. The only difference between a minor scale and a major scale is what note you contextualize it with. In this case, the note I'm playing in my left hand. A, it's a minor. C, it's major. Opposites contain one another. That's the Jewish trick.
We hope you enjoyed today's episode and hope you'll join us next week. As a nonprofit, we can only afford to put on great programming like this thanks to your support. Please visit us at narananaarts.org for more information and to learn how to get involved.